Racial discrimination is not necessarily always overt and easily distinguished in society. Regardless of how insignificant the issue may seem, it is critical to bring light to these issues because they will gradually accumulate over time and spiral out of control. While makeup is not necessarily a necessity, numerous college students, particularly women, apply makeup on a daily basis either due to social constructs, appreciating as an art, or boosting self-esteem. Unfortunately, while women are socially conditioned into wearing makeup to improve their beauty and attractiveness, there is a social stigma against men utilizing beauty products, but society is gradually progressing towards a more accepting community that empowers men to embrace their femininity. Foundation is a basic skin-colored makeup product utilized to create a more flawless complexion, but the Publix, Barnes & Noble, and Target do not provide foundation shades for darker-skinned individuals. They only have a variety of selections available for lighter-skinned individuals. Nevertheless, extremely fair-skinned individuals may have difficulty finding their foundation shade as well. Both ends of the spectrum are not properly addressed and represented. Understandably, these are not stores that specifically focus on makeup, but the lack of shades for darker-skinned individuals is disheartening. If a variety of shades are available for lighter-skinned individuals, a variety of shades should be available for darker-skinned individuals in order to be equitable. Georgia Tech is an extremely diverse campus with various students from different states, countries, ethnicities, and backgrounds. Therefore, the foundation range offered should reflect that diversity. These are locations that Georgia Tech students frequent, and the grocery shuttles take students to these locations to purchase basic necessities. This is particularly convenient for out-of-state students and international students who do not have a means of transportation. The pictures displayed on the left were photographed at the scene of discrimination, and it is quite evident that the foundation shades are catered towards lighter-skinned individuals. On the right side, a picture of a more inclusive shade range is provided as a basis of comparison. We interviewed 4 individuals with different skin colors in order to get their insights regarding the non-inclusive foundation range. These are the interview questions that we provided.
This is an audio clip from an interview with Lauren Barger.
Rihanna's Fenty Foundations has done a really good job of showing all of the shades of foundation. I think that's super awesome that she's doing that. But I really feel like it would be much more beneficial for like bigger name brands such as L'Oreal and Maybelline to have a wider range because they would get so much more business because their foundation is less inexpensive than $50 Fenty. So it'd be more realistic and more tailored to the average individual trying to buy a $10 foundation.
She has also stated that she is really fair and has a pink undertone, which makes it difficult to find the perfect shade of foundation. Concealia Ariri claimed that she would feel underrepresented if she saw that her shade was not available.
I interviewed Amali and Vivian Lee, and I selected an important quote from each of their interviews. Amali feels disappointed because it means her shade is not important enough to be represented. Vivian feels irritated and believes cosmetic companies need to take action in addressing these injustices.
It is truly terrifying to see that racial discrimination can dictate even foundation shades. Unfortunately, there is another example of an item used on a daily basis that has been affected by racial discrimination. It is bandages. In Peggy McIntosh's article, she lists that the ability to choose blemish cover or bandages in flesh color and have them more or less match one's skin color is one of the many indicators of white privilege. This picture was taken at Publix. It is clear that the narrow color range of bandages focuses on lighter-skinned individuals. It is true that the issue may sound trivial to some. However, it underlies a serious problem of racial discrimination that is still prevalent in society. Regrettably, in reality, students are completely ignorant of the issue. The first step toward change is raising awareness for an inclusive environment amongst the Georgia Tech student body. Due to the wide use of internet and social media among students, advocating through online forms such as infographics, posters, and YouTube videos allows the information to reach many students in a short period of time. Moreover, faculty members and students can contact YouTube beauty influencers with huge impact on cosmetic industry to promote this idea. Direct campaigns and programs on campus are ways of advocating that products used on a daily basis stand vulnerable to racial discrimination. These are exceptional examples of effective posters and infographics. The posters carry coherent message and explicit images. Both posters and infographics utilize bold colors and larger fonts for certain words such as racism and black in order to emphasize their importance. The real-life example of the impact of beauty influencer is James Charles's review of Tarte Foundation. In his review, he explicitly criticizes Tarte for releasing extremely non-inclusive foundation shades. His review earned enormous support amongst cosmetic users, causing a major cosmetic company to release more of darker shades. The next step is directly contacting cosmetic companies that do not provide wide variety of darker shades. Although reaching them through emails, letters, and phone calls will be time-consuming, it is the most appropriate method for the most direct effect in supplying foundation shades. It is important to recognize the immense impact racial discrimination plays in students' lives on campus. As a wonderful institution that promotes diversity and inclusiveness, Georgia Tech should acknowledge the problem and seek every possible way to move towards improvement of the campus environment.